All right, so we're going to get started. My name is Magdi El Castle. I'm the Assistant Director of Cultural Arts for the City of Edinburgh. And today we've asked Rebecca Segovia from After That Studio to coordinate the FridaFest Look-A-Like Contest. We have the grand trophy, and of course the grand champion will become the face and the poster and representative of FridaFest for 2021. We have some amazing baskets from our main sponsor, Raising Cane's, valued at $100 each. So we're going to wish everybody the best of luck. And right now I'm going to pass on the floor to Ms. Segovia from After That Studio.
Hi, everybody. Very nice to see everyone. Thank you, Fonsi, for this opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this great event. I also want to introduce Ms. Irma Garcia. She's here with us, one of our judges, and Ms. Doctora Trevino. Thank you for being here with us today.
Can you all see this? Yeah. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name? And where are you from, Sadie? And why are you dressed like Frida Kahlo? And do you like to paint like Frida? Okay, we're gonna play the second video.
While we wait for the technical difficulties to clear out, I would like for Ms. Garcia to say something about you and your work, please. Share with our audience. And the main reason in my the reason I thought you were one great candidate to be part of this is because of the art you create. Please tell us a little bit about it and how much you admire Frida Kahlo.
I'm an art teacher at Pioneer High School. I really like surrealism. I do a lot of projects with my students that deal with the different artists from Mexico. Frida Kahlo is my favorite. I think that her work shows a lot of passion. It's difficult not to feel her pain when you look at her work.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Ms. Dr. Trevino, please, I admire you. I follow you on Facebook. I see everything you do for our community, for our teachers. All that live you transmit through your videos and pictures. Please tell us about you.
I'm just very passionate about our culture, you know, about our Mexican American culture, because I think it is who we are, right? And if that's taken away from us, then what do we have left? And so I'm very grateful that you offer, you know, these type of activities and events for our children, because they need role models, you know, and they need to understand and realize that being different, that's what makes us unique, right? And so one thing that I admire about Frida is just her her passion and commitment to who she was, right? She was not apologetic for being the amazing individual, colorful individual that she is. And so I think now we're having so much come out into our world, right? As far as the positives of being Hispano, Mexicano, Chicano, all of those things. And so I wish I would have had that as a kid, to have those role models early on. So seeing this today really makes me excited. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We're waiting. Yeah.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
The video clip?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
Even was probably to be myself, not what society wants me to be. And just because I'm a female doesn't mean other people need back to my gift. To be proud of being a Mexican descent and not hiding it. To Frida by being creative, artistic, standing up to myself, and not letting others tell me who I can or cannot be. Like Frida said. Well, I hope that if you are out there and read this and know that yes, it's true, I'm here and I'm just as strange as you. That there is no one else in the world like me.
There's another contestant coming in. Is that iPhone NT?
That's ours.
Yes. That's ours. Sofía Tijerina.
Bienvenida, Sofía.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Welcome. Bienvenida.
Oh, gracias.
Sophia, would you like to share with us how you feel about Frida Kahlo?
How I what? I'm sorry?
How you feel about Frida Kahlo? Why
How
did
I
you decide to join our event?
Well, the way I feel about Frida Kahlo is I feel very inspired, and I feel very, mainly because I've always been characterized with her, that I feel like she's really taken like a big part of my life, and I've kind of like always tried to build and make decisions based off of like, I'd be like, okay, what would Frida do? Like, what would Frida say? How would Frida take this? Like, whenever I go through like difficult times in my life, I'll be like, you know what, like, what would Frida do right now? And Frida would not give up. Frida would keep fighting. Frida would not just keep fighting, but like be more herself. Like, it's like the more she struggled, the more like she had her individuality, the more like she grew as a person, and kind of like was just so ahead of her time, and just like didn't care what the standardized opinions and like what the ideals were for her society and her time. She just always like did what she wanted, how she wanted it, when she wanted it, like no matter what it is that she was in, no matter what life threw at her, like Frida did it the way Frida was going to do it. And that's kind of just how I like to live my life on my own, like not just like when I dress like her, but like when I'm dressed as myself. I also feel like this probably sounds very crazy, but I feel that I am Frida because I've always been told that I'm very confident in everything I do, and I've always been told that I'm very crazy, but that my ideas always end up working. So that's how I feel about Frida.
Great, great, great. Thank you for sharing. Ms. Garcia, and you would like to add something to Sophia?
Someone can ask me something?
Yes.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry, I can't hear very well.
We'll be going with Ms. Garcia.
I have no questions. I think she said it all in her introduction.
Awesome. Thank you. Dr. Trevino?
Yes, I don't have any questions either. I do love the comment of thinking, what would Frida do at this moment, you know, and that would be not give up, keep going. And so that was very powerful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sophia, anything else you would like to add?
Something I would like to add, I guess, is just that Frida was very seen like as an artist, you know, like as a woman in many powers, but she wasn't just seen, she was not very much seen like as a woman, you know, like she was a woman like that did all this, like it was a woman that was able to inspire all these people, a woman that created all this artwork. Like, people don't give enough credit to women and like the strengths and the power a woman can have, because it's not just any person that had this strength, it was a woman, and that to me inspired me a lot, the fact that it was a woman and not just whoever it was.
Thank you so much, Sophia.
Thank you.
You, Maggie.
Just for clarification purposes, Sophia, what category are you participating in? The youth or the adult?
I'm going to be participating in the adults division.
Okay. All right, thank you. I believe we have one of our other contestants. I think we just saw her video. Her name is Sabina. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, Sabina. Welcome. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. Would you like to say something about yourself and about how you feel about Frida Kahlo?
Sure. Okay. Well, hello, my name is Sabina Solis, and Frida Kahlo has inspired me by just being herself and not caring what others think of her. Like me, I chose to be like her. Like if they think, like, for instance, a unibrow, like to be yourself no matter what others tell you and be creative and as a woman, not just as someone's wife or like that.
Very nice. We're gonna go with one of them. They're gonna maybe ask you some questions, okay? We're gonna start with Ms. Garcia.
Do you in art? Painting?
Oh yes, I like to draw a lot.
Awesome.
Kind of a lot of emotions into one.
What is your favorite painting from Frida?
I think I know, I kind of remember what it's called. I think it was called The Two Fridas.
Those Fridas, yes. Awesome. I don't have any other questions.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Now we're going with you, Dr. Trevino.
Hola, Sabrina. I loved your video and how you mentioned about how proud you are to, to be Mexican, to speak Spanish, that really inspired me. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, like being a Hispanic, you want to show people that you're yourself, that you're Hispanic, and be proud of it, not trying to hide it, thinking of what others will think of you. Like, oh, you're just some Mexican girl. No, you're yourself in your own way, and in your culture and ancestors' history.
Thank you for sharing that. And it's so important that we be proud of who we are. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sabrina. That was beautiful. My dear, do we have more contestants?
Yes, we have, I believe, well, just for clarifications first, Sabina is competing in the youth, and right now, Erika Lasso is joining us, and she is competing in the adults as well. Erika, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Erica Lasso, and I'm from Edinburgh, Texas, and I'm 35 years old. And I'm really happy to participate in this event.
Hi, Erika. Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you for being part of this FridaFest and for participating with Frida Look-A-Like. We have two judges, and I'm gonna ask Garcia, is one of our judges, and she will be asking you a few questions.
Okay.
Hello. Ms. Segovia, do we have an image?
Hello.
Hi, Erika. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna give the space to Ms. Garcia. She will be asking you some questions about Frida and how you feel. Okay?
Okay. Hi, Ms. Garcia.
I'm an art teacher. Can you tell me why you like Frida Kahlo so much in terms of the artwork?
Yes, definitely. I think that Frida, she used to express herself through her paintings, and she used to express her pain and all her different emotions. And I think that when you do paint, even I myself, when I have painted, I like to inspire myself by using different colors. The more colorful something is, the brighter and the happier it looks, and the darker the colors, the more sorrowful you are. And I just think that she and anybody can be very expressive through art when it comes to expressing your emotions through multitude of different colors. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm going to give a moment to Dr. Garcia. Dr. Garcia? I'm sorry, Trevino.
It's okay. Hi, Miss Erica.
Hi.
If you could share with me, what is something that you admire about Frida on a personal level that you maybe identify with as yourself?
Sure. Frida, she went through a lot. She had polio when she was younger, and she suffered a lot health-wise. And she went through a lot, and she was very, very young. And but even like that, she continued through life. As you know, she didn't let anything stop her. And I just feel like that's inspired me as well. I've had health issues before as well, but I've always just continued striving forward and moving forward and not letting anything stop me. And she's been actually a big inspiration for me because of that. That you shouldn't let anything stop you in your way. Just keep pushing forward. So yeah, that's how she motivated me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That was beautiful, Erica. Thank you. Anything else you would like to share with us?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you so much for allowing us this platform to be able to participate in this and to be able to continue keeping Frida's image alive and her legacy alive, because I think she was such a beautiful person in and out. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Erica.
You're welcome.
So the adult competition, which is Sophia and Erica, one of the top prizes is that you become the poster and the face of the FridaFest and the representative of FridaFest for the city of Edinburgh. This question is for both of you. How would you represent the city of Edinburgh? How would you represent FridaFest, and how would you represent Frida when asked to go out and do your role as Frida for the FridaFest or for the city of Edinburgh? How would you represent that?
So one way that I would hold my position as Frida is I would continue to learn about her and continue to learn about her experiences and how she was able to surpass them, because she has a lot of paintings that I myself have studied. So I'll also try to how to explain this? Maybe not exactly dress like her, but just keep her image up on all my socials, especially because I'm very involved in social medias because of other platforms that I have. And I would just, to the youth especially, because the older folk have her image very steady in their heads because of the times in which she was brought up in their age, but it's the younger generation that doesn't really know Frida for the person she was, but more for her artwork. That's mainly what's been kept alive, is just her artwork. And no, don't get me wrong, her artwork is very beautiful, but it's one thing knowing her artwork and knowing why she painted it and understanding the artwork and not just being able to see a picture and call it pretty. You know, the artwork itself holds so much of her definition of things. It holds so much of her own portrayal of the world, and a lot of people don't understand that. So that's something I would really want to get people to know about, if for future FridaFest, maybe be able to like add to the FridaFest of the future so that they're more like informational and like hold people's attention longer, and hopefully like by then like all of the COVID is like over and stuff, so like we can bring out like bigger crowds of people, because in the past the FridaFest have been really beautiful. And maybe even like start like an account for her, because there's been several accounts on the socials that I have interacted with. There's one called Cejitas de Frida, and they post several like artwork like of Frida, and like people who like have recreated like her character and stuff. So there's just like many forms, especially like in these generations and in these days, that like the social media is just so grand because of like what's going on. So it would be even easier to like just kind of like spread who Frida was as a person and keep the FridaFest alive, and make sure that people know that FridaFest is a thing, that Frida is continuing on being celebrated.
Thank you, Sophia. Erica, how would you represent Frida for FridaFest and for the city of Edinburgh?
Pretty much she said exactly what I was going to say, but I think I would like to also keep her, like I said, her legacy alive. I'd like to help the city of Edinburgh with promoting FridaFest a lot more, and let the younger generations also know about who she was. A lot of people don't know who she was, and also her paintings were very inspirational for a lot of people, a lot of artists, a lot of Mexican artists, and different artists from all over the world. Just let people know what they mean, and how they portrayed her, and the way she inspired many, and then explore different ways of her identity, keep her image alive, and let people know about who she really was, and how she inspired many people, and her hardships and her struggles, and how she kept moving forward. And I'd like to represent her that way, by pushing forward and working hard, and inspiring others to do the same thing when they are having a hard time. More on the psychological aspect of things, just to aim for their future endeavors, and for them to be successful in their, no matter how hard or what hardships they're going through. That's what I would like to do, just be a support for anybody, and that's about it.
All right. If the judges have any questions for the contestants, we'd like now to take some time for the judges to deliberate.
Okay, for the youth category, how can you promote the Frida Fest or Frida Kahlo overall in your school?
Well, I could put up posters and social media, and we have like a FridaCast at our school, so we have like the announcements, and we could also put that in there too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Selena. Dr. Trevino?
I don't have a question, just because she mentioned about being having pride in being Mexican and speaking Spanish, and I know that she already does that. I'm hoping she already does that at school, so I'm good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Trevino.
Thank you.
And we move with adult division. We have Sofia Tijerina. We can keep the space to Dr. Trevino. Do you have any questions for the lady?
I don't have any questions. I'm just very excited, and I have enjoyed hearing you, and how well you're representing Frida in your personal and in your life out there. So thank you so much.
Okay, we got the results from Dr. Trevino and Ms. Garcia. Okay, we got your results for Ms. Garcia. Are those your results for first place of both categories?
Yes.
Okay. And Rebecca, these are your results for both categories, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And we're going to give some time to our staff who's joining us on Zoom as well to tally up the the votes. And we have a second place for children, and that would be Miss Little Lara. She'll be getting second place, and that means that Miss Sabina is going to get first place for the FridaFest Look-A-Like Contest. And for the adult, Erica will be our second place, and Sophia will be our first place. So congratulations, Sophia.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.